Hey, what's good? It's Roknin, and as you can see, I was playing in the Reddit tournament this past Monday, so that was pretty cool. It was my first time really participating in an online tournament for Street Fighter Five, and I'll tell you what, that Reddit tournament was run very smooth. So shout out to Joe Monday and the entire Reddit community. Thank you for having me. It was pretty awesome. I will be back hopefully this Monday. Actually, I'll be doing it again. It was enjoyable, and it was run it was run so smooth. I was kind of scared a couple of times I like missed matches. I'm like, yo, this is going really fast. Like, oh, never mind. Okay, cool. I didn't miss a match. All right, cool. It was just run very well. Overall, smooth experience, and I did all right. I went 1 and 2. And I said I did all right, I went 1 and 2 because I actually got a few things off and that I have been practicing, or at least I got recognize the situations, which has been my main goal as of late, is to try and recognize situations that I need to do things. Unfortunately, sometimes I still have that habit of, even though I'm playing to learn right now, I still get that mentality of like I must win, and I go on tilt, as Oz made me do this weekend. I'm like, I gotta stop playing you right now because I'm mad. I gotta stop. I'm not gonna learn anything at this point. And I'm starting to recognize too when I get to that point, like, okay, it's time to just stop playing and just take a break and think about why you lost. But in any case, that's neither here nor there. That happened Friday, and it's now Sunday. As I record this, it's like 5:32 a.m. It shouldn't be that early in the morning that I'd be recording things like this. But you know what? Sometimes you just don't want to sleep. And I slept most of the day anyway because I was sick today, so I couldn't go to my local tournament, which sucked. I really wanted to go so bad, and I just like could not get the energy to get up. I'm like, I am not feeling well. So I slept through the day. I slept for like 6 hours during the day, and I woke up and tried to go to get casuals in, but then I got held up by something else, and I couldn't make it. So anyway, that's again neither here nor there. So back to the tournament. I'm playing right now against Dr. Modified, and he was pretty cool. I don't know how smooth the connection was. He did say it was not the best, but overall though, I think we ended up playing it out anyway. I guess it was good enough to play it out. And that's the one thing I don't like about online tournaments that you have to be wary of, is that sometimes the connection's just not that great. But if it's not that great, you gotta, try and make some kind of concessions for that, or at least let the other person know and that kind of thing. But he seemed to be cool with it, and like it wasn't a big deal. So it's like, all right, we'll just play it up then. But yeah, and I think I had an advantage here just as far as not so much knowledge as much as it was practice. I feel like he had the right knowledge, just wasn't as practiced as I've been, and I've been practicing a lot lately. So I was kind of ready for especially with Ryu. I play against Ryu a lot online. You can probably guess Ryu, Ken, Cammy, Chun are like the ones I run into the most online that I can think of. So I was pretty prepared for that matchup anyway. But still was pretty good. And yeah, I was just playing pretty safe. And actually now I'm watching this over again. I'm in his face now trying to do frame trappy stuff, but I'm not really consistent with it. And that's what I gotta work on as well. Is getting my frame traps together. I'm just not as practicing as I should be. Ooh, he had a full combo that he ended up dropping it. But I'm not as practicing that as I should be. Like I'm getting some setups, but I'm not really punishing properly with it. Like that one I had the medium punch. There though, I'm gonna get the crush counter, and I didn't finish. I didn't get to cancel at the end. That was weird. But yeah, I'm just not. I don't have them as solid as I should. I have the idea down, but I'm still not using the frame data to my advantage the way I should. So I'm like, oh, I got this hit, or I got this setup, and I've thrown him like twice. And I know he's gonna throw tech here. Let me do this, and I just don't do it. So that kind of thing. Also, I need to work on my media time. My media timing is pretty bad still. It's gotten better since like week 2, but it's still pretty bad. And I think I'm using the wrong thing for medias anyway. I'm gonna try and use standing roundhouse more than I use standing medium punch or standing strong, because from my understanding, that's a better one to use in that situation, and it has better active frames. Things like active like 4 frames as opposed to medium punches 2, so that may help out more. But in any case, in this situation, I'm right here. I had control, and I knew I had to match at that point. And yeah, good games to him. That was my first round. And I'm going to move on to a Bison player, and I'm going to essentially get my head stomped in. It's going to be real fun. Yeah, I'm still learning the Bison matchup. I've played against a few Bisons now, but this is one of the better Bisons I've played online. Offline, we have a few Bisons out here as well that are crazy good, and I got to play against them some more too to get more knowledge of the matchup. But J-Bone is going to go and wreck some stuff and get destroyed here. So I started to learn some things as the match went on, but it was pretty rough. And then I played Oz's Bison this Friday actually, and got more experience and more things I need to know about this matchup and reasons I hate it. But I digress. I guess I can talk about this now too, which is that I've actually after this tournament, and then as the week went on, I played more people and I did more practice. I kind of realized that, or I had a thought that maybe I'm not playing a character that fits my style, and that might be the biggest problem I have, especially with characters like Bison, where I can't keep them at bay. I'm used to having somebody that has a projectile that can at least threaten from far away, or like have that, that ability of like, hey, even though you're over there, I can still threaten you. With Cameo, kind of like I'm over here on the other side of the screen, I got to come into this range and play footsies with you. Basically, I guess somebody that doesn't have to play mid-range footsies, somebody can play longer range, which generally in Street Fighter 4 for me was Rose and to an extent Jury. And I don't have either of those characters in this game right now. So also did play Cammy and 4, and obviously I played Cammy and Cross, but it's a bit different now. And I don't have that other character to fall back on. For me, my main character was Rose in Street Fighter 4. Whenever I liked it or hated it, Rose is my main character. So I was used to playing that kind of game, and I don't have that ability right now, and it's kind of frustrating. And so I got to the point of this week. I knew that going into it, like I don't have that character right now, so I just deal with it. But going into this week, I think I started to kind of realize that I missed that playstyle, and that might be part of the reason I'm having some struggles. That's supposed to be a dive kick. That straight up, I've missed a lot of dive kick inputs lately. It's been getting worse, which is weird because I didn't normally miss dive kicks. But yeah, so because of that, I was like, maybe I just need to pick up another character that's a more dedicated zoner. So I actually asked on Twitter last night, like, to other Street Fighter 5 players, like, who are you using? If you played Rose, who are you using now? And how do they compare to Rose? Like, what's the crossover? And Tizzle was the first to answer, and he gave me some really good thoughts on it. Some characters that could be used in a similar way, which were Chun and Vega. I didn't think about Vega myself actually, and but I took him in the training mode to try some stuff out and just see, like, okay, I can get it. That makes sense. I can see how he would work for a Rose replacement to an extent. And Chun, absolutely, I want to play Chun. That was like my first choice outside of Cammy. Like, I knew Cammy, I was playing Cammy from day one. That was no brainer. But Chun was like my next choice once I actually got the game in my hands and I started to play her. I'm like, this feels like the kind of playstyle I want to have. The problem with Chun for me is execution, and it's the same thing. I've had the same problem with Chun in every game, not named. I guess every game. With Third Strike, I guess I didn't put too much time with Third Strike, but she didn't seem as bad execution-wise in that game. But like in Street Fighter 4 and then Cross Tekken to an extent, I just could not. It's not even that her execution's hard as much as it is weird to what I'm normally like to play with my characters. It doesn't feel like it fits me execution-wise. This is weird. I don't know. This is a weird thing where I just don't like any of her combo setups and stuff like that. It always seems just really odd, and a lot of stuff has to rely on charge. I'm like, not sure how I feel about that. That should have been in that round, and I didn't do the DP. I'm like, because I was in V-Trigger, and that should have been a good DP for most of his life, and I just get a setup after that, and I could have took it. But nope, not me. Gonna drop it. So yeah, back to the point though. Chun, for some reason, I just can never get Chun solid in current games. It never works out for me. So I tried to actually like legit take her in the training mode. I've learned some tricks and things with that I think could work, but I don't know. It just doesn't feel like something I want to do consistently in match. That's what it comes down to. It's something I can do and I can practice, I can learn it, but it's not something I want to rely on in match. It doesn't feel like it's for me. So I don't know. In any case, I ended up not playing Chun either. I'm like, all right, well, that's not going to work. I tried Fong actually, and Fong is fun. I won't lie. Fong is pretty fun, but I don't think Fong fits me either. And that's because Fong does not have any really good defensive options. Like, he plays a zoning game, but he plays like a zoning get the F out of here game rather than like a zoning build a wall game. Which I noticed when I played a few matches, but I'm like, oh my god, I do not like the idea of like once I get knocked down or put in a bad situation, my only option is like either to EX escape or to just, basically block and eat their mix up. Like, they get free reign on me. I can't even like stop them from meeting me. It's like, whoop, I'm gonna play like perfect defense now because I don't have any other options. So again, maybe that's just me. I didn't put a lot of time in the Fong. I only played him for like a few matches here and there in the battle lounge that I had tonight. I didn't really play I didn't sit down in depth and study his options yet. But it's just me getting the feel for like who I might want to use outside of Cammy and Laura and trying to see what I want to do. And what I realized after going through all that and then sitting down, I actually went to the SRK Cammy thread to get some ideas. I said SF5. I'm pretty sure I said SF5. The SF5 SRK Cammy thread. There we go. Hopefully that makes sense. I went to that thread to kind of get some ideas, the beginner thread, and to see what people were doing for their play style, see if anybody had any thoughts. And randomly I clicked on one of Cypher's his player's guide for Cammy, and he mentioned that she could be played as a zoner. I kind of read through that and got an idea what he was saying. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna try that, and I think that'll work. and that way I can just stick with just this one character. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna really just play a super defensive, quote unquote, zoning Cammy. Basically, just I need to come up with a game plan to make it work and make it fit how I want to play her. Because I'm still gonna have to at some point. I mean, her bread and butter is getting in and causing you to fall for her frame traps and throwing. She's not gonna make you overcommit or like make you want to come to her because she's not gonna zone you from full screen, which is something I kind of miss. But that's kind of what I have to deal with. So that being said, if I can get it to the point where I can get you to walk into my range and like try and play my game, that could work. And that's what I have to really practice and sit down with. First of all, I have to deal with people that can outzone me from long range and get them to work towards my range or working my way towards their range so I can get them to feel uncomfortable and make them want to play a bit more aggressive or make mistakes trying to play aggressive. But it's gonna take some work. It's gonna take some more of me sitting down writing notes and losing like 100,000 more matches and really just practicing and making sure that whenever I do get a hit, because we're playing so defensive, if I get a hit I have to make sure that hit counts for something. Whatever hit I get, I have to have damage, unless it's a poke, because obviously with pokes you don't generally get too much damage off of those. They normally don't cancel or anything, so that's what it is there. But and yeah, right now we're on the last matchup I had in the tournament, which is against Nodos, who plays Cammy, and that threw me off because I don't really practice the mirror that much, which is odd because there's a ton of Cammys online, but I'm only running like 2 or 3 of them, I think. Most of the time I'm running like a lot of Chuns, a lot of Lauras, a lot of Ryus, and a lot of Kens. But you have to practice the mirror because when you get to this kind of situation, like, what do? I have no idea, and I've not practiced the mirror yet. And I'll Ernesto some matches because I'm supposed to play him. I still haven't hit him up yet. Anyway, yeah. So now I'm trying to play this mirror with like no practice against it, and that was not supposed to be a drill right there. By the way, at the beginning of that round, that was supposed to just be crouch medium kick. But I have a habit that I'm learning, and I'm realizing I have a bad habit of rolling my stick when I'm trying to just walk forward and do something or trying to crouch and do something. I'll roll the stick, and that's how I get a lot of my input errors. So for example, when I get super instead of DP, because I'm rolling the stick when I'm trying to come out of crouch rather than just going forward, down and down forward, so stuff like that, I've got to tighten that stuff up. I'm still practicing and figuring out how I'm going to do that, just get out of that bad habit, because that's how I learned stick. And again, I've only been playing stick myself for the last few years. I wasn't a stick player all of my life or anything. I used to be a pad player, so I think that's something that I just somewhere along the line, I'm not going to blame Cross Tekkens. I don't think it was Cross. I think it actually was Street Fighter 4 first, and maybe Marvel, that I learned those habits from, as far as like rolling the stick more rather than like just pressing it. And it's probably because of the characters I played. But now I need to unlearn that shit because it's not working. And a lot of Street Fighter 5 shortcut stuff that carried over from Street Fighter 4 is still there. And with Cammy in particular, it's really annoying because now where her hooligan before was, a half circle to up forward, now it's just a half circle. And so a lot of the time, whereas I didn't used to get hooligan and pressure before because it was never even an issue because I had to go up forward to get it, I don't have to do it anymore. So now I keep getting hooligan and pressure. And that's probably one of my other big frustrations with the character right now, is I really wish that hooligan had up forward again because, my God, it's annoying. But it doesn't, so I had to learn how to deal with it. I'm actually doing pretty good here, making pretty good effort in this round. Until that point, and I just get comboed into oblivion. He had meter, he could have killed me actually, but I think he just misses EX, and now I'm just trying to not die, and that sucked. So I know now in that situation not to use V reversal at a distance because you will just teleport in front of them and be completely free. I don't know if that's something that's very common. I've not seen that happen very much. Somebody can comment on that and let me know. But yeah, I was very upset, and it's showing right now, and I'm like still upset. Now see there, that was a DP, and I ended up getting super because again I'm doing that whole roll the stick thing. I shouldn't do that. I have to really tighten execution up. A lot of my problem really is execution, just execution and recognizing situations, and obviously matchup. Like I would say something like it's matchup knowledge, but that's common. And that's because I have not played the game nearly enough. I've been playing it pretty much daily. So let me clear that up real quick. I've been playing it pretty much daily. If I'm doing like an hour of like practicing and get like 1 or 2 matches, I'll play. The problem is I just don't have enough matchup practice. Like even for example, I've still not played another Fong since I played the last training session I went to a week ago or a week and a half ago when I played Ray's Fong, because nobody plays Fong online. Nobody plays Fong offline. I'm playing like, well, Ray, it was not Ray. It was another player that played. It was a guy named Matt. Ray played Rashid. And I've not run into another Rashid since I played his Rashid. So it's just weird trying to get matchup practice because nobody plays these characters. So I'd have to figure it out and like hunt down people that play those characters. I'll probably have to go through our our group on Facebook and find some people that request matches. But anyhow, that's how my tournament ended. Cammy Mirror, ironically. But after all the character searching and like searching my soul and trying to find the heart of the cards and want to be the very best that no one ever was, and every other anime cliche you can think of, I kind of realized early this morning that honestly, I'm just gonna play Cammy. I'm gonna play a super defensive and just play her as a almost zoning type character, and just no projectile involved, obviously, but just trying to get people to get into my comfortable zone in my situation where like I can just outpoke them, and then I can set up my frame traps and whatnot when I get them to a position closer to the corner. If I get them into an Oki situation, then I can go in and worry about that. But I need to focus on playing that defensive game from afar, and not so much trying to walk them down until I get, until I make them uncomfortable, make them like, oh Jesus, he's walking me down. Then I'll work better, and I'm just gonna focus on playing more defensively with her. And I think that's gonna be very beneficial to me as a player, because I'm more of a defensive player anyway. Like I said, most of the time I play characters that have projectiles, and I play characters that have a reversal. I have to have a reversal, walk speed, and a projectile. So you would think I would play Ryu, and I actually thought about playing Ryu as well. I played him quite a bit today when I was online, just trying to get a feel for him, see if I liked what I saw. And I do actually. I don't mind playing Ryu, but I think just overall, he still doesn't fit my playstyle the way I want him to. So I just ended up not focusing on him. I may still play him in the background just to kind of learn some things and then kind of figure out or work on my fundamentals more. That's what I'm gonna say. So I'll probably still do that. And I still play Laura. Like, my Laura is my fun character. She's my, I just want to go grab people and throw people all day and throw out electric fireballs and do mix-ups. That's my fun character, and I like doing it. And again, I would like to have actually played her in that last match. I thought about playing her against that Cammy so I could avoid the mirror, but I didn't do that. I decided to stick with Cammy because, I needed the data for the Cammy mirror. So anyway, this is dragging on a bit longer than I expected it to. This is actually my second recording this, because the first one, the mic was like, I don't believe you, so it didn't record it. Fun stuff. Thank you for watching this. If you have any thoughts, any suggestions, any critique, feel free to leave it in the comments, or to message me either on Twitter. Actually, message me on Twitter, because I probably won't answer on Facebook unless I know you personally. So yeah, just let me know what you think, and I will see you on the next video. I'm gonna try to upload more raw matches too, of just like when I do battle lounges, when I do casual matches, and obviously I'm gonna still upload my ranked matches when it's time for me to actually start playing those again. I'll probably start playing ranked matches near the end of this week, but I'm gonna try and put as much of those matches up as I can raw, so you can kind of just see my progress as I progress. I'm not gonna be ashamed to put them up, because I'm always embarrassed to put them up because I'm not playing that great, but this is not about me trying to show off my greatness. It's just trying to show my progress over the years I play. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will holla at you later.